So I'm going to be starting my rattle today, and what you're going to need to start your rattle are your two, basically you want two similar sized, I would say, balls of clay. They don't have to be perfect, but I'm going to try to get these the same size. So I'm kind of rolling it like this. You can even pat it like you're patting a snowball in your hand. Pat it like that. And we're going to take these two now. What we're going to do is we're going to start making pinch pots. So we're going to make two pinch pots out of these. So what you do to make a pinch pot is you just put your thumb inside of the ball of clay. And if you look, you see that's the inside of the pinch pot. I put it in my left hand. I'm going to use my right hand. I'm just going to pinch and turn, pinch, and do this very slowly. Don't pinch really hard, okay? So there's one rotation where I pinch slowly, and I'm going to go around, and I'm going to do that. I'm going a little faster now because just to show you. I'm going to do that, you know, how many times it takes to create thinner walls. And what you want is you want about your pinky thickness. So that's getting pretty good for me. Also want to check down here towards the bottom, so between here and there, and just check there. And get the walls of your pinch pot really nice, like that. If it cracks, take a little bit of water and just kind of smooth that out right there. Smooth it out with your finger. Okay, so I'll do this one a little quicker. I'm going to put my thumb in it. Go around like this. Pinch. Pinch. Pinching all the way around. And creating second pinch pot here. Now, if you wanted like a sphere to be the final shape of your rattle, you put these together, you can kind of see how that's a ball right there. If you wanted a hard edge shape, like a cube, or let's try the pyramid, what I'd want to do is the cube has 4 sides, the pyramid has 3. So I'm going to do the pyramid here. If I wanted to do the pyramid shape, I would push down, I would put it on my table and push down. Now you see how that creates a flat edge there. I turn it so this edge is here, and then I'm going to push down again. There's my second flat edge, and then here's my third one. Okay, now you see it's kind of creating this kind of shape. I'm going to have to do that because this is, remember this, we started out with circles. I'm going to have to do that a few times, and I'm going to have to really push and get the edges, okay, really nice. And you can see, look at, we have kind of this pyramid shape because I have 3 sides. So this creates this kind of shape. If I do that with this one, I'm going to push, turn, push, turn, push. So you don't have to have a pyramid. It can be a sphere. It can be a box. A box would have 4 sides, so instead of doing this 3 times, you want to do it 4 times. And let's see how these fit together. Not too bad like that. This, I'm going to kind of, you got to kind of adjust your shape a little bit and make this one a little bit bigger, or the other one smaller, and try to kind of see how they go together like that. Okay, so how do we get this to rattle inside? I'm going to take a little piece of paper towel that I just kind of took some off of a big piece, and I'm going to set this, I'm going to kind of put this inside of here, okay? And that's going to help so little pieces don't, and so I'm going to take little pieces of clay, and I'm just going to ball them up like this, and I'm going to set them inside of there. And people ask me, how many pieces, Mr. VanHouten, do you need? And I don't really have an answer. Try a bunch. You need some air in there. You can't fill it full, or what's going to happen is it's just not going to rattle. Try little pieces, so pull it apart and try little teeny balls for different shapes and sizes. And I think for me, you know, maybe about 10 I think would be a good kind of number that rattle around. So after I have my pieces in there, I'm just going to take and kind of make that into a little bit of a pocket. If you see what I did there, to just kind of crumple that up. I don't want to press it because I don't want to pinch it in, but if I put it in the clay like this, then that ball might stick to the clay and it might actually rattle, so we want to do that. Now we've got to join this together with the paper towel in there, and we're going to join it by using something called slipping and scoring. And slipping and scoring is just taking a tool. Scoring means roughing up the edge where you're going to join. So you go around the whole edge. You're going to rough the whole edge up. Do the same thing to this side. Rough the whole edge up. All of it roughed up. Take your water and slip. Slipping means you're going to slip that. It's slippery. Think of wet water. This kind of acts as the glue to have the two pieces together. Okay, so then I'm going to take both those pieces. Paper towel still inside of there. It's got my little pieces of clay in there. And I'm going to attempt to I'm going to push these two together. Now, this is where it takes a little bit of, practice. You got to kind of push them. What I want you to do is don't push down on it or you're going to create an indent. But I want you to kind of rub to the side like this. And the way you can do that is just kind of take your tool and go like this. The other thing I have students do, take a little snake, just roll out little teeny tiny snake like that, stick it in that kind of, it's kind of a seam right there, and then kind of rub that clay. Now what you want to get is, see how you can't see that? You can't see that seam anymore. So you want to go all the way around your edges. You want to get that nice, like that, see right there, get it all nice, and there we go. I can't see if I go around the outside. I might have to readjust my shape a little bit. Make these edges like, I'm going to make them a little bit, like, it's not really a pyramid, it's becoming a little less pyramid, so I might need to point that a little bit. Point this here. And here's where I have my shape. Now somewhere on the shape, I've got to take a stick or a tool, and whatever's the bottom, I need to have a small hole, and this lets the air inside. You got to make it small enough that the little pieces aren't going to come out, which I don't think they will with that size of hole, and that's going to let air to dry out the inside. Has to have a hole in it. Okay, so this is our basic form. This is our rattle. It's not going to rattle now. It's going to rattle after it dries. It's got to dry for a couple weeks, and then you put it in the kiln, which is the very hot oven. Happy rattle creating.